Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, guys. This is going to be my Elliot Wave Count for pound yen, pound dollar, gold, and euro USD. But first of all, any views, opinions, or suggestions that are expressed in this video do not constitute to trading or financial advice. So let's just get started. First of all, I hope you guys have had a great week trading. Um, and we're gonna obviously start into the new week. There is a bank holiday on Monday in the UK, so take that for. I'll be probably taking the day off anyway. So, but yeah, nevertheless, we should start on here just for the weekly outlook, and we should start on here on gold. So obviously gold, I said we're gonna start to see that move coming back down, and what happened? We eventually getting that, which could be the basically the wave four, and what we could start to basically see is this basically giving us a, well, this to me could be a 1 2 3 4 5, and then this is a quick A B C, and then we come back down. We could get some small move, and then that's it. That could be an A B C, which is perfectly fine. um, and yeah, the reason why I say that is because obviously this move is very, you know, I think so you could say a bit more, you know, straight, or not necessarily sharp, but very correctively, in a sort of correction sideways movement. And this one you can see that is probably moving a little bit more sharper in a way. See if on a daily time frame you can even see how it's moving very sharp, and this one's very sideways. So for me, I'm going to be assuming that this wave 4 is going to finish around here, and then we could start to see the market eventually just push up. But for me, you just this is a very bullish market. So you could get into these sales, but it's not worth it. You want to follow the overall trend, look to the buy side. So just wait for this correction. This is the wave 4. Let the wave 4 finish. Once the wave 4 finishes and it's completed, once we get the price action confirmation, then we can look to sort of buy it towards the upside. So that's gold. Short term bias, bearish. Long term, extremely bullish. Let's go on to pound yen. So here's pound yen. So once I said we've got the wave 3 here, and we started to fall short, which is starting to stop. We're basically starting that wave 4, and in the sort of a higher degree. So um, this could be a 1 2, then a 1 2 3 4, and then a 5, and then we're coming to start that wave 4. Now this wave 4 will probably be, you could say it's probably going to be a little bit more, sideways movement, since this one's very sharp. So this one's gonna probably be, just continue moving sideways. This pair is basically, in my opinion, yeah, very corrective. It's just starting the correction. Let it do what it's got to do. It's in the way for. Don't trade it. Do it. This is the place where you guys will make the mistakes. Leave the way for alone. So yeah, I'm gonna be staying out of this pair. In my opinion, this pair will probably start to see a correction coming in, moving sideways, giving us the way for, before we then get that one more push of that wave 5 to the upside in this rectangle box, as I've said in my previous videos. So we're coming up there, very close to this. So yeah, that's pound yen. Short term, sideways correction. Long term, just a little bit more bearish. Not bearish in terms of we're going to continue going extremely high, but I could probably see, yeah, 200. Well, 200 already been hit. We're going to go just past 200 quickly, maybe hitting about 228, 227, something like that, 25, 205, sorry, in the long term foreseeable future, and then we're going to start to see some bearish movement coming down. Let's go on to pound dollar. So here is pound dollar. So pound dollar has been moving exactly the way I said as well, very nicely. And here we have a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Wave 4 was in a nice cheeky triangle, so you have to wait for that to play out. A B C D E, then wave 5 finish, and now we're starting that move towards the downside as an A B C, before we then continue going towards the upside. Impulsive move, 5 waves is clean, right? It's very clean. So yeah, just be very careful. We are in that correction phase. If you want to trade that, then by all means, that's on you. For me, I'm just gonna sit on my hands and then just wait to see what happens. But yeah, just be very careful. Yeah, basically moving like that ABC down, then we continue moving towards the upside. and yeah, we see how we go from there. But yeah, probably we are probably quite bullish to the upside. We're gonna probably see these levels being taken over in due course. Short-term bias, bearish ABC. So maybe for the start of this week or first half of this week, or maybe it could even be sooner where we just get this completed and then we just shoot up. I don't know, but we're expecting some movement back down to about 50 to 61.8. I'm going to be looking to trade this once I get the price action confirmation on the 4-hour time frame. That's for me personally. 4-hour time frame and hourly time frame is very, very good confirmation to get in. So I'll wait for 4-hour price action confirmation before I start to get in on the longs. With that being said, yeah, short term bearish, long term bullish. Euro USD, heavier Euro USD. So Euro USD is basically starting to fall downside. Obviously, we've hit that 61.8% level, and as I've said, we're gonna get that sort of movement upside, and there we have. Now, usually once the 61.8% has hit, we've got that correction back. We usually do see a bigger correction towards the upside. This has basically hit the 38% level. Ideally, you kind of want to see maybe a three-way move, then one more push up before we get that bigger final sell, which is kind of what I'm expecting. So although this has moved in three waves, it can either go in two ways. One, the this is enough pressure, and then this will be the A, B, C. So we can just label that here so it's a bit more clearer for you guys to understand. So this could be the A, B, C. So there we have the three waves of the Y wave, 1, 2, 3. This is basically the connector right here. Either A, B, C, and that's it. And we could basically just continue just shooting down for the Y wave to come towards these levels right here, between 1 to about 1.03 in the long term foreseeable future, and that will basically complete the Y wave. All right, so that will basically complete um, all of that. Um, yeah, so that will basically complete the correction right here. So we have obviously a 5 waves impulse move, and then we have obviously A, B, C, and then another A, B, C here, A, B, C, whatever, W, X, A, B, C, W, X, Y, W, X, Y, whatever, yeah, A, B, C, you get it. We'll come down here before we then start to see the move push up towards the upside for this pair. That's how I see it anyway. So be very, very careful. At the same time, what we could also possibly see is something very, very smart, which is this is the wave 2 and it's completed. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is basically the wave 2 has been completed, and this is basically the start of the impulse move. One, we'll come down here into wave 2 and we're going to start moving towards the upside from here. So just be careful. Yeah, be very, very careful. I'm just gonna stick by my analysis. I'm seeing some news level. Ideally, we have a nice trend line here. I kind of want to wait for the market to come towards that trend line level to give me the price action to go short. Then we can see the market move down. But for me, we just got to see how it is. I'm gonna be assuming that with my analysis, if I'm with my analysis, obviously I'm going by what I say. I'm not saying that my analysis is always gonna be correct, but what I'm assuming is we're gonna get three waves moves towards the downside. So one, two, three. That'll be an A, B, C, W into an X or an A, whatever B, and then we're gonna go into three waves again, and then we're gonna shoot down. That way, it will hit this trend line that I kind of want. Like I want the market to hit that trend line, reject. So long it doesn't invalidate this higher level, and we continue going down. That's my entry to get in. So I'm gonna be that's what I want. That is the entry, not this for me. Um, but yeah, if the market does continue going down, we will basically look to take entry if there's a nice break with this level right here, and if there's a nice clean break to the downside, we can look to take it to the downside after a correction, then look to sell it basically. All right. So in this instance, bearish, but just be very, very careful. Um, you might be bearish in the sense where you might have to just get out around here and to go back up one more time, or you could be bearish and you can basically make those gains, blah 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 blah. So yeah, I think that's my analysis. I hope you guys do like my analysis. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I do have a Patreon for all those people that are interested in mentorship. You guys will have access to my private Discord. The link is in the description down below. And yeah, have a good trading week, guys. Take care of yourself. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.